We are back in the last session. This group found themselves being questioned and spoken to by one Wesley C. Adams of the Interlock. This almost enigmatic but very prominent political and historical figure of the archaeological cartography and socioeconomic standings of Gaspillage had a plethora of insight and word to say to you all as it pertained to this grand conspiracy surrounding Vincent and ancient humanity as a whole and their worship of different things and of the celestial bodies above. He revealed to you a story of two birds caught in a storm, a very clear analogy to himself and Juniper when they were younger. Jay, I'm echoing in your mic, by the way.
Oh, my fault.
You're good, I was letting you know.
I gotta turn that down.
You're good, I was letting you know. A very clear analogy of himself and Juniper when they were younger. He told you all that eventually Vincent will end up the same way, and to ensure that happens, he needs to remove all of their pieces off the board, which means anyone else, his objective, of course, is to capture Vincent as well, but namely, he wants to remove all pieces from the board that are aware of this conspiracy and hold them until he can either sway them or find a way to keep them quiet. You all were amongst some of those that were captured by this security committee for this particular investigation, one that Wesley took the helm of. He told you all that whether you like to believe him or not, what he's doing is going to keep everything as it should be, but that if you don't take his word for it, maybe you should talk to someone that you trust. To which point, the friend of Jaleel Drew and the former member of your group, I keep forgetting Chris's character's name because they left. Lucian, the former friend of those three, who's also named Alexei, showed up, spoke to you all about how he said Wesley offered him a chance to learn more, how it's a different path than you all have, but a path nonetheless, and that he believes should you all continue on this journey, he knows you two will cross paths again, and hopefully we will compare information together once again. He stated that he did not believe you all should give up, and they should find a way to get out of here and continue following Vincent. And in time, hopefully things will be as they should, because he hates seeing you all locked up like this. And with that, I believe he left. Let me check my notes, actually. He might have told you all some additional information, but I do just want to check to make sure I'm correct. He also revealed to you all... he left you all with a phone number to call an information broker, saying that this was the same broker he used to help him in prior investigative work, and how this number was one of the many burner numbers given to reach this information broker. And with that, Alexei left you all your devices, to which Warden Elijah Mars of the adjacent penitentiary took your group into custody, led you into the penitentiary, locked you in cells, gave you the basic rundown of how things worked, told you that there'd be a close for you all in the morning, and to sleep. You all rested, woke up early in the morning for breakfast, had food. Marlon was approached by someone he previously locked up, who seemingly was trying to turn over a better leaf, but definitely had some problems they were still working on, but was trying to, appear better than Marlon by saying, yeah, now you're listed with like I am, but, unlike you, I'm getting better. All that kind of, very much an angry approach to saying that he's trying to do better, and he's going to be watching Marlon, seeing how he moves. You all sat down for food, and were approached by a figure that you had never seen before, who introduced himself as being Marcus Weber. This man was a very publicly known individual As he was, sorry, I had to drink, I had to swallow hard, I had a fucking hiccup just now. As he was a member of one of the many different thief teams, also hired by Vincent to either play an important role or to be a distraction for his many different robberies. You were given a huge spiel about a culture war that Weber believes he's tied up in now, and how he was on the cusp of solving the culture war conspiracy, and that's why he was nabbed, and that he and his boys can tell the story, the truth of what's actually going on, but not from in here, and how his boys were all split up, and he's hoping Kurt's okay. You all didn't reveal much to him as of yet, because Marlon was very apprehensive to trust him. He said that he would like to get out of here because he doesn't believe that you nor him will ever leave this place if the powers that be don't see it fit to do so. Marlon was disbelieving of this, and so Sam essentially shoot him off, and he said that just think about it. He's not asking for much. He just wants to be a team and to get out of here and to tell his story when he does. And with that, he left with that, he left. He left, leaving that choice up to you all, whether you want to work with him to escape or not. As you all were told, you cannot be held for longer than a certain amount of time before being released. But he did tell you that he was told the same information, and that you really should think about his offer, because he believes it'll be the best shot for all of you to get out of here in one piece. And we left off with you all finishing breakfast, and that is actually where we pick up, as you'll have just thrown your trays of food away, anything that was left, and put them on the little dish rack. And much like the others, begin to walk in a procession out of the dining hall, the cafeteria. And as we pick up, and I'll move you all back to the city map. And change the music to this one. So, we pick up with you all walking through the cold halls back toward your cells. You were told by the warden as you walked in that your clothes would be back in your bunks along with your schedule, and that you were told to eat, get to your bunks, shower and change, and to leave your current clothing you're wearing in your bunk to be collected.
You'll change. Ain't shit else.
Do what I must.
What do
You okay.
Oh.
But the floor is yours. You all are free to discuss anything you'd like at this point in time. As of course you are. I believe I said it was Drew and Marlon, and then Yuri and some random dude.
Oh yeah, he was with someone else.
But for the sake of brevity, since I'm not sure when or if Jose will be available to be a frequent member of the group due to his college stuff, it'll be interchangeable depending on the session. So since he's not here today, I'm not sure if he'll be here later or not. Later or you know, if he'll be here later. I'm going to say, at least for now, you two share a cell and Drew with someone else. And this will also be interchangeable between Drew and Yuri, depending on if Jose is able to make it or not.
Ew, share self the old man.
So currently it is you and Yuri in the same cell. You do find clothes tailored to your sizes there. You both walk into the little bathroom, change, leave your clothes on your bunks. And you have time. You do see the schedule. It is before you. Breakfast is... Actually, I'll paste it in chat after I actually write it out. I have something. Cat?
Cat?
I thought I heard a cat just now.
Dog?
What was that? What was I hearing? Did I hear a cat?
No.
You're tweaky, man.
No, I'm not tweaking, bro. I'm not tweaking.
Dog.
here. Sorry, I'm writing some stuff down real quick.
Riggedy ride.
So actually, I wrote down a different schedule, but I didn't write down the normal bunk schedules. Here we go. So here's the schedule. It's breakfast from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m., which actually I should move the clock back a bit. Shower 8:30 to 9:30, which it is about the time we both finish, and then it is a free period between 10 a.m. to noon, which allows you to go out to the yard if you want to go work out or read or anything like that you'd like is out in the yard is what you usually do in the free period. Lunch is 12:30 to 1. You sit in your bunk from 1 to 4:30, dinner 4:30 to 5:30, and you can assume that after that it is up to interpretation for what you ask the guards for beyond that. Oh, I forgot I had lights out in there. There we go. Lights out is at 9.
Oh, yippee.
Here's not to open up that prison pocket.
The fuck?
What?
The fuck?
Bird?
But you are free to discuss. You guys are in the bunk just before they let you out for the free period if you want to do anything like that.
So, how you doing?
It is strange. I believe this is the first time I've been in prison, but it doesn't seem that bad.
Well, technically isn't my first time, but behind the bars is a first.
I wonder how long we're going to be here when they deal with us.
I would already know how long they are able to actually hold us, right?
They told you how long they can hold you.
Huh?
They told you how long they're going to hold you. They told you how long.
I don't remember.
The longest they can hold you for the investigation. Let's scroll up again. Make sure you get the exact time right. 7 days. A week.
7 days, and it's already been 2 while we were in the ward area, right?
Nope. This is the first full day.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You were there for a few hours in the evening.
Well, we got a while to go, Yuri. Might as well get comfortable for the week.
I wonder what kind of book collection he has.
Yeah, I guess you are a doctor after all. Makes sense for you to be reading.
You are involved in the law. Do you know exactly which attainment center we are in? Does it have a reputation?
Would I know that game?
What kind of reputation exactly?
Like, is this like a well-known penitentiary?
It is
that,
the only
like, story
penitentiary.
associated with it?
Only penitentiary beyond. This is the only, I guess, criminal holding area beyond Stone Glass Prison out in the mountains.
Oh, so this place is for the normies.
Yes, this is where if you somehow prove that you can be returned to society, if there's a chance of you being returned to society, you're put into the penitentiary to get back
Right.
on track, and then from there you go to the clinic, and then you're released back in society. It's a whole 3-step program. It's criminals go to the bad criminals go to Stoneglass. If they get better, they go to the penitentiary. If they get better, they go to the clinic. If they get better there, they get released. The mediocre ones go to the penitentiary, and if they get better, they go to the clinic. And if they get better from there, they get out.
Well, there's your answer. But yeah. At least we're not in stone glass. If we were in stone glass, we most definitely would be getting out. There's a chance we just simply get released from here. As long as we portray that we know absolutely nothing, in which we don't, we should be fine.
But what about the others? Wouldn't we have seen them by now?
There's no telling. Would I know if there's like how big this place is?
The only way to get into this penitentiary is the bridge you have to go across here. There's one bridge that crosses in and one bridge that crosses out.
No, I mean, but like size wise, like are there like different blocks and stuff like that? Or...
There's only 2 major wings. There's the central hallway, and there's the east wing and the west wing.
And then there's just the prison.
And then there's blocks A, B, C in each wing.
Okay, as well, they could be in different wings, different blocks, or they could be being housed in the ward for all I know. Purposely keeping us separated. Smart idea. I would do the same. Making sure that we're not all on the same page with one another.
I do worry about Alexei making it out of here.
Alexei's a tough chap. He'll be fine.
That is the issue. He will flaunt around his toughness and maybe get into a fight.
Well, hopefully it's not him initiating the fight. As long as they see that he is not the problem, he should be fine.
I do not know. Ever since we went to the sunken city on the coast, I have questioned his engagement mentally. I believe that someone was going to die in that room, and he was not making it any better. He does not know how to disengage.
Hmm.
But perhaps if he is not here, he is in another similar place, or maybe somewhere with more security. He would have less freedom to fight people or such. I do not know. I don't know criminals. I know patients.
I don't believe they'll see him as a threat, at least not immediately, so I think he'll be fine for that. If there were already a problem, I feel like there would have been question about him already. Perhaps, but I'm not sure yet.
I don't believe so. The way that we have been separated almost feels purposeful, to more of an extent than the usual. But there is nothing I can do, and I do not have my books with me, so perhaps I will sleep, or wander around if I am able.
Leave. After what I have to do.
When there is much to ponder, there is little to do in the physical world. I am tired. It has been a lot. If you have a better idea, perhaps I will tag along with you, but otherwise, all we can do is wait.
We'll say just watch out for others. Like the gentleman before, there's probably a couple people who I have placed here myself. So, well, they are gonna know you're already associated with me, so just watch your back.
I see.
There's a loud buzz overhead, and the prison doors, the gates to your cell open, and you hear the intercom. Free period for Block B. Free period for Block B. Make your way to the yard. And people begin to walk out in a corridor from all the different cells around you.
The yard. Alright.
Here we go.
And now it is really time to see who has their eye on you.
Unfortunately. Just keep your eyes peeled.
You guys
To the yard.
make your way out to the yard.
Yarr!
The yard, unlike the name, is not actually a very much of an open air place. It is a more of an indoor gymnasium with a basketball court, plastic soccer goals, an area for tabletop games, like chess and checkers and all that stuff, and a reading corner. Has an ample supply of equipment for just about every sport that can be played indoors.
Did I hear books at the convention?
Yep, there's a reading corner.
We heard books that was like, ooh, yippee!
I do want to peruse the library and see what kind of
The
range.
library, they've got like two shelves. They've got
That counts as a
magazines.
library.
They've got magazines, and then half a shelf of fiction and half a shelf of non-fiction books.
Anything about mythology?
They got like basic history books, stuff you'd find in like a school. Nothing
Gotta
super,
go back on.
yeah, nothing
Keep
super
me on
in
topic.
depth. This is the kind of history you'd find in like the lore document that I gave you guys a while back. It's like that kind of history. I mean, like it's very much just like this is the world history. The netting wars happened here because of this. This is the history of Eremos. This is the history of Gaspillage.
Damn. It's crazy. Anyway.
You're like a. Let me shoot roll something real quick.
The moon breaks through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's like
I
a
haven't played too much Rivals.
like a couple of heads turning your way, Marlon, but no one really approaches you.
Do any of them look pissed?
Other than the guy from before, not really. They kind of just recognition for a second, like they point and then nod and they shake their head or nod their head at like the person they're talking to, and they look at you again, and then they just kind of look like they're talking about you briefly.
Alright. I'm gonna keep to myself. Kind of go work out a bit,
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm keeping it kind of like an eye between myself and Yuri because I don't want anyone sneaking up on him.
Okay. I'd say roll
See a
me
fragile,
either wisdom or
old man.
shut up.
Don't
Roll,
call me
roll,
petite.
roll me wisdom or intelligence, please. If you're keeping an eye out.
Man, probably help if I put stats in that. No. Oh, low intelligence. Ooh.
I mean, Block B is not a huge amount of people, but it's at least like 50 or so people here in Block B, in your wing. It's hard to catch everyone that might be eyeing Yuri maliciously, so you kind of just keep an eye about, I suppose, as a whole. Don't catch much.
Alright. Alright, you're on your own. Good luck.
Book.
Book is crazy.
As the sun reaches towards the height of its self in the sky, you see kind of passing through across the window vaguely from one of the very thin slanted windows at the top of this room. Loudspeaker crackles again. Not much time here. About 2 hours of time you guys spend in this place before over the speakers you hear. Block B, breakfast. Oh, sorry, Block B, lunch. Block B, lunch.
Lunchtime.
There's like a brief gap between free period and lunch where you can go back to your bunk to put away anything or grab anything if you'd like. But honestly, very mundane, your time here. It's very punctual, very on time.
I'm just spending my time chilling and working out. That's what Marlon does.
Okay. You all get to the lunchroom, back to the dining hall again, to have lunch. Very similar to breakfast, the long single file line, the buffet style kind of cafeteria set up. You all get your food and sit down. I'll say Weber does sit like at the same table as you guys, but like not right next to you. But he does sit at the table and occasionally give you all glances.
I act as if I pay him no mind. Or I do not trust the fucker.
And just as quick as it's there, lunch ends, and you're sent back to your bunks for the next 3.5 hours, so you can assume. During this time, you're welcome to, if you need to, make phone calls, anything like that can be done during this bunk period you have.
Oh, we can make phone calls?
Yeah. You're not prisoners of war.
We have rights in here? Yeah, this ain't Stoneglass, bro.
Yeah, you don't make phone calls other than Stoneglass. You call the prison and ask if you can visit, and they say yes or no.
No. Why?
We have to ask who to call, or can we just call any number?
You can call any number.
Alright. Time to use my resources. Oh, Ida!
You walk up to the bars and call the guard, and the guard leads you on the phone booth areas. There are other people kind of in line making phone calls. Wait maybe like 15 to 20 minutes before you're given access to a phone, and you call up your contact.
The homie. The homie G.
She answers.
The homie Black.
This is the... I think she works in Old Town. It'll say, Old Town PSO office, how may I help you?
What is it? Afternoon, Ida? It's Marlon.
Why are you calling me Marlon?
Well, I was hoping you could give, or at least help me out with some information on why the hell me and some comrades are being held here in,
You're what? Being held where?
The penitentiary. I forgot the name already. Jesus Christ.
You've been held in the penitentiary. For doing your investigation, I'm guessing.
Well, it's part of some other wild... You remember when I was telling you about, the dude who I've been trying to tail?
Yes, I recall.
Apparently he's mixed up in some ridiculous business, and they think we are associated with them.
Right. And you're telling me this exactly why? What information do you hope I can give you?
Well, I'm trying to find a way to at least exonerate ourselves. I mean, they're just holding us, the normal procedure. I'm also just trying to look out for some other friends of ours. We all got separated as well.
I can check the records. What other friends are you discussing right now? She begins to hear her being to flip through papers, and you hear kind of occasionally the line clicks. You assume she's calling other, connections you might have to get information every now and again while you're talking to her. But yeah, she'll ask you, other friends. Who exactly?
I'll give the list of the entire party, really.
So you would.
So Jaleel, Alexi, Cosmina. Yeah, is it Aiden?
Mm-hmm.
Alexandra, yeah.
She would tell you that her contacts have no clue about where Jaleel or Alexi are. She'll say she heard from someone she knows that they were handed off to some orderlies in the clinic, and then they don't know where they are after that.
So they're in the clinic. But nothing about Cosmeo or Alexandra?
Nope, not a single record about where they went. They were, according to what she finds out, whatever car was driving the two of them, did not show up at the destination, which was supposed to be the clinic and penitentiary, and has no clue where they went after that.
The hell?
They will additionally say, regarding Alexi and Jaleel specifically, that the paperwork provided for their transfer to these orderlies was very out of the normal, and PSOs don't usually hand off criminals to orderlies directly. They usually hand it off to the head of a medical wing, typically. But because the paperwork was official, the paperwork officially gave, permission for the orderlies to take them, so they had to hand them off regardless. Is what you get from that. She will also say that beyond the two of you being brought to the clinic, she has no clue where you guys are, and that she has no clue that there's no other information pertaining to the two of you either after you were handed off to the clinic as well. After you were handed off to whatever happened, there's no records of what happened to you beyond that. There's nothing saying you're in the penitentiary.
I think it's a mess.
She'll say, perhaps whatever the warden of the penitentiary hasn't gotten the paperwork out to the different stations yet, but at least during this brief gap of time you've been there for, a day now? Nothing. No one knew you were even in there, I'd say.
Interesting.
I could give the warden a call myself to see. I'm not high standing, but being at least of a higher position within my own station, I might have a bit of leeway in talking to the warden to get information, but I don't know, Malon, to be honest. It seems very messy. It seems very official, but messy, and in my professional opinion, I'd say it's almost purposely so messily official. Hard enough, a hard paper trail to follow to keep track of you all and your friends, but just official enough that no one can question or investigate beyond what's going on.
There's definitely something fishy about all this. Something very, very wrong.
By all intents, from how it looks to me, you're not in any known PSO records for your holding, and might not be as such until whatever's going on is made public.
Someone's definitely orchestrating all of this. I mean, well, I know who, but I won't drag you into the full brunt of this.
Thank you. I appreciate
really,
that.
You know the better, I guess.
I appreciate that, Marlon. But this is very, very concerning, I'd say. Not that I want to get involved in concerning matters, but seeing how far whoever is holding you is going to keep you all away from other reaching hands is concerning. You are currently at from how things look, the whims of whatever people have you held right now.
Yep.
And I cannot help exonerate that because I don't know anything about what's going on beyond the fact that you're in a penitentiary right now.
Well, I appreciate your time, Ida.
I'll try to be in touch.
Phone
line clicks.
Up to that conversation and head back. I will also tell Yuri everything that I discussed with Ida.
Okay, Yuri.
Mainly being that that she doesn't know where Alexandra nor Cosmino went.
So, are they not here with us?
No. Now, Alexi and Jalea most certainly are. last known to be held in the clinic, just like us. There's no documents even saying that we ourselves are even in this penitentiary.
And we have no reason to believe anything they tell us.
This is true, but we must be careful.
If Kuzmina escaped being held here entirely, perhaps they're working on some way to help us out. They have connections and money, don't they?
This is true. And Kalmina is from the known Honorsworth family.
In that case, I believe I should lay even lower than I planned on before.
What?
Is the accent too thick for you?
I'm just confused on what you said. Lay down even lower?
Uh-huh. Like lay low.
Okay. Oh, that's what you meant. Okay. It's just, the phrase is just weird.
Kill him.
At this point, just act normal. We act normal, go about our business. They should have no reason to have any problems with us.
But we are already special. It's too late to avoid all of that.
I look you dead in the eyes, say, we are not special. We are just everyday average Joes. You yourself, a doctor, myself, an investigator. That's it.
Let us hope that whoever wants us here sees the same thing. We're in bunk time?
Yep.
I'm gonna lay down until dinner.
Okay. What about you, Marlon?
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill. There's not much else you can really do right now.
Okay. Make sure I get this right. There we go. Okay, good. In that case, move the time forward. Dinner comes to you all. You do still have the number to that information broker, should you wish to make any other phone calls in the coming day or days. But you have dinner. Marcus Weber is still at your table, kind of glancing every now and again, less frequently so, to the two of you. You see much of the energy and spark he had when he first talked to you is beginning to diminish.
Please, still do not interact with him.
I need my food.
Okay.
Nom 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 nom.
Dinner ends. And you are led back to your bunks, and this is a bit of not much of a free period, but it's more like you are in your bunk unless you decide you want to ask the guards to go somewhere else in particular. It's like a pseudo free period, I suppose, between now and 9 p.m.
Sounds like bedtime to me.
Old man.
Yes, that's how this works. Go do something, youngin.
I'll casually just peruse around the penitentiary, I guess.
No, you can't walk around. You gotta ask the guards. You gotta say you want to go somewhere, and the guards will take you there.
Oh, I have to go somewhere specific?
Yep, you gotta tell the guards where you want to go. It's a pseudo free period. You can choose to go to a place, but they're not gonna let you just walk around. You're still in prison.
Man, it's great. Oh, I asked if I could just go to the yard again. Fresh air would be nice.
Okay, you're let out into the yard. There's a few other people out here, kind of similar to our not many, you know. I'd say about the same amount that were there when you were with the entirety of Block B, but you can tell it's a mixture of all the different blocks currently at this point in time, are out and about.
I want different blocks, but I assume the other two aren't out here.
No, you do not see Jalil or Alexi out here.
Well, I'm going to just chill outside, I guess. Find a book to read. Believe it or not, Marlon can read.
Okay. You hear a tapping on the bars, Yuri. Doo. You've got a visitor.
Oh,
Right.
I had to leave.
Alright, I'll get up and I'll follow them to the visitation center.
Hey, the visitation center? No.
Huh?
You see.
Direct visit?
I mean, at your cell it is Marcus Weber at your cell currently.
Oh my goodness, this guy.
Guard goes.
He's just trying to find himself some prison booty.
Guard goes. 10 minutes, Weber. And he's gonna like walk down the lane, lock you both in the room.
I'm so sorry.
Handle them.
So that's it then. You're just gonna lay here and give up.
I don't know exactly what you mean.
I told you the whole story, my whole story. And you're just gonna do nothing with it.
As of right now, I can't really decide on anything yet.
Alright, you're gonna wait your week until you're out. Of course. Yeah, well. I wish you luck with getting out then. In your
I'm
week.
gonna get really close to him.
He's just like an uneasy step back.
Do you really want to know what's going on?
I just wanted to get out of this place, to be honest. But, I mean, knowing what's going on, I suppose, might help me get my story straight. A few more details to iron out when I eventually get out of this place might be good.
I'm going to spare you a lot of detail and keep it very simple. As of right now, there is no guarantee we are getting out in a week, because we are not even registered on the list. Do you understand?
I told you, Augusto. Your friend chose to ignore me. I told you I was supposed to leave after a month, and I've been here for almost half a year now. To the clinic I was supposed to go.
And so, if you know that I know that I'm not getting out of here in a week, why do you think I would wait around for it?
I don't know, you seem to be listening to your friend, though. I assume he just convinced you to shoot me if it's like a crazy or something.
No, that is what the doctor told me to do. But we are past the doctor at this point. We have someone very big trying to keep us prosecuted right now.
Yeah, you said it's someone bigger than the honors work or something like that, or bigger than the warden, something. It's someone important, as you said it was.
Something like that. But I do have someone in the Omnisworth family on my side that is on the outside currently.
If you need to get a message to them, I know a broker that I talked to that helped me and my boys do our job all those months ago.
I don't think I need anything so complicated. We can just call them during the allowed times.
Oh, was your friend not? Are they trying to be like secret, like sneaky about it or something?
I do not know what my friend has been doing on the phone. It is up to him if it is sneaky or not. It is outside of my kind of thing to do, so I'm truly waiting around to see what can be done.
Well, if you want
He
to
is in
call,
the law, after all. He understands all of this.
if you're new here, I guess I'll say if you are new here, during this kind of middle ground period between now and lights out, you can kind of just ask the guards to go places, which I mean yourself at all, to be honest. If you want to make a phone call, just ask the guards. They should let you go. I mean, I'm only going to be here for 10 minutes anyways. I've already burned 5 of those minutes.
Not tonight. I have too much I've been thinking about recently, and I truly need time to sit and collect myself. I'm not young like you. My brain is a lot slower these days.
Alright. Well, I've got one call left I can make. I might ask my... Oh, no, I don't... Oh, no. Oh, man. It might be too expensive to ask them any questions. Brokers are pricey, you know. I've got so much money left up on my credit for them.
What are you trying to ask?
If you're going to try and begin to put feelers out, there's no guarantee that people outside of here can help us get out in the first place. I've been working on getting information for how to get out here from the inside. But I can't do it alone, it's the only problem. Never been able to do anything alone myself, being honest. I wish librarian. There's a few things we're going to need if it's going to work. But I recommend you talk to your friend, and if you all are in agreement, try to find before lights out at 9.
I will see what he says.
Weber, time to go! Yep, sorry. He turns around. I'll talk to you later then.
Alright.
They open the cell and let Weber out of it. This happened about like you've been at the yard for about like 20 minutes at this point, Marlon. It hasn't you haven't been there that long, but it's been about 20 minutes to be at the yard. How long are you staying at the yard, Marlon?
Probably like a half hour or so.
Okay, so I say about this time, about 6:20, 6:30, you begin to head back from the yard to your block, your bunk, and you are let back in. And are you sleepy or are you still awake by now?
What's the time?
About 6. By the time you get back to your bunk, about 6:30, I'd say.
I've been trying to stay awake for Marlon getting back.
I mean, it's 6:30. I get the old man has to sleep.
You get back to your bunk, Marlon and Sierra is heavy-eyed, trying to stay awake right now currently. Waiting for you, it looks like.
Sleep, old man. We still have the rest of this week to go.
Wait a moment, Marlon. Marcus came in here while you were gone.
Christ almighty, that guy. Not Christ, I don't think Christ existed.
No, Marlon just made Christianity in a half a second.
Hell yeah. Let's keep this going.
He just manifested a whole religion.
The Inquisition starts raining.
Oh gosh.
Crusading arrows, you said?
Oh no.
In the name of God.
Marcus is trying to use this as a ticket to scheme something. He has a
He wants a
broker
way
he's been
out.
working with. Yes, that is correct. He's very insistent on telling us that he knew exactly how it was going to be, and that it should be no surprise that we are not on the record.
Well, at least so people outside know that we are in here without that record.
I was going to ask you, would we be able to use the phones to contact Cosmina?
Do you think they're out? They're not held up here somehow?
I don't know. I feel like... Because you said that Alexei and Jalila definitely here, but for all of us to definitely be here, but those two be unaccounted for comparatively, it's more likely that they are out, duh? Unless they were taken to Stone Glass, but what are the chances of that?
Really, but I mean, there was just no confirmation. I was like, one would hope that they are out and not in here as well. That would help. I
Well,
mean,
then
after
tomorrow...
all,
Hmm?
after all, we definitely don't know that they're here. Wouldn't hurt to try.
Well, perhaps one of us should go to the phones and call the Honorsworth family. They would know, wouldn't they? Unless you know a more direct number related to them.
I most certainly do not.
I didn't think so. Do you remember that number we were given?
What, the broker?
Yes.
I'm gonna assume I do.
You do. I mean, you're given a card. It was a card you were given by Alexei.
I wouldn't remember that I have a card.
You would.
No, I
I
wouldn't.
think.
Gabe.
Oh.
I've seen I.
Oh. Oh my god.
I'm forgetting a character.
I remember. Do you, do you think that we could even afford a broker?
Do you know how much the broker charges?
No, of course not.
Well, first of all, we don't know if it costs anything. And second of all, we don't know how much it costs. That being third of all, I don't know how much I'm allowed to spend. Do we have our...
Do we have our cards, Gabe?
They're all with your personal belongings somewhere in the penitentiary.
Do they... Would they let us access our wallets, or you think we have to earn? I don't understand the inside of the prison.
Milan died. So his head exploded. Shot.
What? Sorry, I zoned out. My bad.
How do we even go about paying a broker if we're in here?
Hell if I know.
Would
I
they-
certainly don't have any money to pay a broker with anyway.
Well, if we have access to our wallets, I have about 400 cards. That might be enough for something.
Yeah, how about this? We can try asking first, and after that, we can see it.
Okay.
It's only like 6 something and it lights out at 9, right?
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna bring the guard over.
I walk over to you. Yes, how can I help you?
Could I access the phone?
He unlocks yourself, or nodding his head. Guides you over the phones.
Okay. With my card, I'm going to ring up the broker.
You call the number. It rings for a long while until you hear a faint kind of click of someone on the other line, but no voice directly speaking for a moment.
Hello?
Still silence.
I would like to inquire the price.
line clicks, and the phone begins to ring again for a few seconds, as if being transferred to someone else, until you hear it pick up. A voice you've heard only once before comes through to you, Yuri, as you hear the voice of a broker you've spoken before by the name of the Sly Gentleman come through the phone.
Holy shit.
Very quiet. Yes. You've inquired about a price. A price for what exactly?
I do not fully understand the scope of this service. You would have to give me options for what I can do.
Depending on what you ask and how interesting it is to me, depends on the price.
I see. Oh. I suppose I came here without realizing beyond scope of what I could be asking. Do you... Oh man. Like, in and out of character, I'm really blank on what I should even be asking. I was hoping to get more dry cut price.
I believe the last time you guys paid for a direct lead to Vincent, it was about 500 cards or so.
Yeah, but that was Vincent. I'm going for something I would hope is smaller.
I'm saying, like, for something as extreme as a wanted man, it was only 500 cards to get like a lead on where they were last seen. Not like where they were, but where they were last seen. With 500 cards, or so.
Okay, so I guess I'll be really boring about this. Would you be able to confirm that Cosmina Honorsworth is not in prison?
I can do that for, I mean, that's a very cheap inquiry.
Like that, holy shit.
What's your name exactly?
I am Yuri.
Ah, I remember you. The alleyway, months ago. Right, well, seeing as things have gone very interesting in my opinion since last we spoke, this one will be free of charge for this one question, and whatever you ask next, I will determine a more adequate price at that point. To answer your question about your associate, Cosmina Honorsworth, no, she is not imprisoned anywhere.
Damn, it was quick.
That means he's been eyeing us this entire time. He's actively tapped right now. He didn't even have to ask. He already knew. This guy's got something going on.
Oh, hell no.
He's like... I turn around, he's in the room with me on a phone.
he's like one booth down, also in prison.
That would be so big. In that case, would you be able to get me in contact with her?
I would love to say yes, but there is a problem.
That being?
Would you like to know?
Is this going to require me to pay your cards?
A small price for this bit, because it will be very interesting and very important for your future decision-making, I believe.
I am willing to pay.
A low price for this small tip, then, and from there we'll see where this conversation snowballs to. 10 cards for this next information, my sir. Is the price too steep, or shall I continue speaking?
I just need to know how to get it to you.
Well, if things go well, you'll find a way. Otherwise, you're in the penitentiary, so I'll find a way. I'm certain someone owes me a favor in there that they need to repay. I cannot get you to the Cosmina because, at least according to what is actively about to transpire, there is an entourage of security officials on their way to the Art of the State as we speak.
Oh.
I believe something big has happened to that very wealthy family that will keep them out of very important situations for a time. They said it was an audit of some sorts. Which means that wealthy family is now about as wealthy as you are in prison, my friend. For the time being.
And I am to believe that you actually know more details, but those would require more pay.
A lot more for that bit. My information regarding this is actually quite limited, unfortunately, but I have one more piece of information at a very steep price.
How steep?
200.
Consider it done. 210 cards to your name.
A security committee was assembled to not only audit the family due to possible connections to our last conversation months ago, but also on the off chance that they are harboring your dear friend Cosmina. This committee is helmed by the same person I believe that arrested you all. They are removing a lot of important pieces from the board, and I believe the piece you represent is the pawn, my friend, and your time is running short.
I am very aware that I'm a pawn.
Oh
I
no.
haven't seen the bigger pictures for a while.
I mean, your time is running very short. Reason to believe next on the chopping block will be you and your friends, within the week, most likely.
That makes sense. I haven't even seen Alexi or Jolene since we got here.
I have nothing on those two. That is free of charge information for you. They are very much impossible to find right now.
That might be the most concerning thing I've heard during this entire conversation.
And with that, unless you wish to pay more, this conversation will be at an end.
How much more?
Depends what you wish to know. Again, very limited remaining information on these endeavors. At most, I would charge an additional 200 for what I have worth of information, but nothing more.
Let me check my wallet.
I am just short of that much. I apologize. Maybe next time.
Understandable. I do hope what I provided is beneficial enough. And
It
should
has
you
definitely changed my decisions.
should you make a bit more money, of course, you know how to reach me, depending upon if this number is active or not.
All right.
The line.
Oh,
I'll say the line.
It's on me.
Yeah, it was going to cut. Here's something else to say. It was going to cut the line. Oh, he's dead. Christian cut the line on me. Christian cut the line on me.
cut the line. Cut the
Yep.
line.
Yep. He cuts the as he says that the line does cut and the phone call ends.
Well, I'll go back to my cell, hoping Marlana's there.
I'm hanging from the ceiling. What?
Actually,
What?
ironically enough, ironically enough, Marlon, in this
Oh wait, you mean you killed yourself?
in this
I thought vampire immediately.
No.
Oh no!
Oh, come on, man.
Is that a dead body?
oh my, yup, it's for some reason Mark's to represent the cell. Yup.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah.
In the interim, Marlon, a guard walks past your cell, kind of goes toon 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 on the bars, and then just drops something in through the looks like a small piece of paper through the slit in the bars, and then keeps walking.
Sorry, what?
A guard walks.
A guard slipped something into your cell while he's going by.
Yep, he walked by, went ting 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 on the bars to just just to rattle you for a second, and then walked by after throwing something through the bars.
I take a peek, see what
One
it
more
is.
what you see.
You see a small, ink pen drawing of what looks to be a bird of some kind on one half of this card. And as you flip it over, you find this message written to you.
Huh? Dog.
Does someone think you're cute?
Yes.
No.
I got called a dove.
No, you're not being called a dove. No one thinks you're a little dove. You're a brawny black man. You're not a little dove.
I'm a little dove, just like Terry Crews.
You've heard from Jaleel and even from Darwin that the little doves, as referenced, are information broker Darwin Owase's network of informants. And Jaleel paid him a few coins for potentially getting help while you were being arrested. But as it slipped through, you did not see the guard's face. They had like the hat, like the brim of the hat was pulled down over their face. Of course, beyond it being dark in the cell, beyond the faint hanging lights, they did kind of just, like, bang the bars, slap the car through the bars, and then keep walking at a relatively normal, brisk pace.
So we have help on the way.
No, they said they expect help when you need it most. They did not say you have help on the way.
Oh my goodness, this is what we needed most.
And it's about 10 minutes after this that Yuri returns to the cell. The guard lets you back in, Yuri, and then closes the cell behind you and locks it, and then walks away.
I have learned some things, Marlon.
Lay it on me.
Do you know who the sly gentleman is?
You know who the what is?
The sly gentleman?
I don't think Marlon would know.
The only broker you've worked with before was someone named John Doe.
Yeah.
Beyond that, you encountered Darwin Owase, as he was the guy that was there when you all got apprehended, but you've never heard of the Sly Gentleman directly. I mean, might have heard of the Sly Gentleman, but never delved into the Sly Gentleman beyond that, because he's one of the two well-known brokers that has pseudo immunity from being arrested, because they help both the law and the average man. So they're considered just important enough to not arrest for helping potential criminals.
Understandable. Okay.
Hey, give me a second. Okay.
But proceed.
I spoke with the sly gentleman. The broker that Alexei gave us. Cosmin Almosworth is not in prison. That much he knew immediately. But the Almosworth family is under a very high-level investigation, something like an audit, and it might be a deeper thing than that.
Oh.
Also,
Connected.
when looking at all of the current pieces on the board, the gentleman said that we should imagine ourselves as pawns currently, and that we are very soon on the chopping block if we do not act. Especially the most concerning part of all of this. I'm gonna look you dead in the eyes. Even this person, who had all of this information already, has no idea the whereabouts of Alexei or Jaleel currently. They are off the face of the map entirely.
No. That can't be possible. Maybe your broker isn't a good, as he says he is, because I just said that they were right in the clinic. They're here somewhere.
But, Marlon, we were already not on the list. If they are somewhere worse than us, then they are completely off of everything.
The only
might
place
already be dead.
possibly worse, yeah, is either dead or they're in stone glass. There's just no
Or-
way in hell they're in stone glass.
Or there is something worse, maybe below us, in this very prison that has never been publicly documented. With everything else we have found in secrecy, would that surprise you? Only 2 places for prisoners. Surely there's somewhere else for certain people to go.
Gabe.
Yes.
A speculation like that. Would Marlon have heard anything like that during his time in the Force?
This will be a very hard thing to have any information about, and I will allow you to make a roll for it only because of possible rumors. However, this will incur a 3d10 penalty, but I will allow you. Yeah, this is the important caveat. I will allow you to forego making this check if you choose to automatically fail a sanity check.
That's my...
This particular instance, because of how tough this is, will account for 2 automatic failures in your checkboxes, but it will require you to make no rolls and you will get the information you require.
What? 2 fails?
Because of the severity of the information you're trying to ascertain, yes. This is borderline impossible to piece together in your mind unless you were to really delve deep into a lot of the possible conspiracies and through the grapevine words you've heard and really recall on your time as a PSO and as an investigator.
Fucking we ball! Let's go to unstable!
Taking 2 failures.
Yeah.
In your time as both a PSO and an investigator, either working alongside, Ada, or working alongside, well, I totally fucking forgot his name, Norman. Or even working as Solo. There have been a number of cases pertaining to, missing peoples and unexplainable deaths surrounding this people that have been either admitted to this clinic or last seen in the clinic, specifically over in the more western wing of the clinic where you had seen Jaleel and Lexi both be taken to. Family members would come looking either to you as an individual investigator or looking to you and Norman when you work with Norman to help track down these people, but all the dead ends led you somewhere else. However, they all started either at the clinic or ended with a body being discovered, like a John Doe body being discovered at the medical center, and it matching the missing person you've been looking for. But all of them usually begin somewhere around this clinic in the West Wing or end somewhere in that medical center.
And they were the last we were in the East Wing.
You were in the East Wing. And these cases, if you really rack your memory, maybe about 25 to 30 of them, and these are only the ones that came to you looking for this, that came to you as a small practice looking for this information. About 30 or so came to you and Norman throughout your many years working together or working solo, or working as a PSO. And as you recall this, all these pieces come in to fit in your mind, and you feel just like a searing headache in your brain as, of course, you take those 2 sanity failures and you begin to put these pieces together, your head throbbing with recollection and recalling memory and the stress of just trying to pull up these memories that you thought nothing of at the time.
On the up a bit, also, quick question for... Because I was at Disturbed 1. If I go to Disturbed 3, it's automatically the same.
Yep, automatically, yes.
Okay. Then there's just no tallies, right?
Yep, no tallies. Disturbed, no tallies.
You'd end up seeing Marlon kind of dwell on it a little bit. It's like brows furrowed, trying to think, and then kind of see like some sort of realization come across his face, but it's not. Obviously, he doesn't look content with the realization.
And this has been years even prior to this current case you're on with Vincent. These cases have been happening for years up until this point. You can assume possibly even going forward up until now.
Did you realize something just now?
I don't think we'll have much time to find Jaleel and Lexi. Over my time as an investigator, numerous people have gone missing or wound up dead somewhere after being last seen in the western ward of that clinic.
So, I was right. There is something deeper.
Not necessarily deep, but there's some sort of weird connection.
What the hell are we supposed to do about this? It's just you, me, and Marcus.
Don't forget, we also have Drew.
Oh, you say my name?
Drew's not in our bunk. Drew's not in our bunk. He's
Hey!
in a two-man room.
Hey, I'm down here. Oh wait, never mind. Going to bed. Good night.
We'll have your squirrel eat your nuts or something.
No. Jaleel has the squirrel, and his squirrel was taken. I recall. But you're right. I'm gonna eat my oatmeal.
They fucking got it.
We got the squirrel.
They did take the squirrel
Let's
and
fucking go.
put it in an animal
Actually
cage.
the worst arc.
Well,
Wait,
there's
I like how
nothing
they
I can
consider
do
it
about
important enough that it goes in an animal cage, then just put it in the wild. It truly is its own thing.
Yeah, they put it in an animal cage and took it somewhere else.
Okay. I believe we're going to have to act very quickly.
Have
Possibly even tonight. I don't know, but don't we have to do something? If we just wait around, they might already be dead. I accept that possibility. But the longer we wait, the more we guarantee they are dead. We might need them.
If we do anything rash, they're gonna just throw us down there as well. And guess what? Then we'd be of zero use. Then, Cosmina is going there. She's going to get grabbed. It's the same damn thing is going to happen to her. We have to
Do you
think about
feel-
this.
Do you feel useful right now, though? We are doing nothing. And the Undersworth family is under investigation. They're going to get her soon regardless, but she has very good ways to get out of it. We cannot wait around for any more than one day. I will let nothing happen tonight, but we have to do something by tomorrow.
We need to come up with a plan first.
And that is what we can do right now. We have, what, an hour or two until lights out?
Also, I'm just sitting thinking right now on what to possibly do. Was it confirmed that Alexandra was outside too?
I
She,
never asked about Alexandra.
yeah, that was not
But
confirmed.
we saw her go away with Cosmina.
Cosmina, they were in the same cart. Yes.
Right? Okay,
We can
so
infer they're together, but we cannot confirm that.
so assuming Alexandra and Cosmina are together, but with Cosmina's family. Maybe I think that's our only advantage there. Someone on the outside.
But that reminds me of one more thing. I had asked the broker if we could contact Cosmina. And as of right now, no. Due to the situation going on and the possible harboring of her against the law's wishes at the Amersworth family, we have no way to contact them currently.
Shit. Oh, before I forget, I show well, it also shows your even. Was that put in public? Was that
Yeah, it's
directed
public.
to me?
Yeah, no, it's public. I made it
Oh,
public.
okay. This was also air quotes, or while this little air quote sign, dropped into the cell. Some god dropped it in here.
What exactly is this talking about? What is? How do we even ask for this help?
I, for one, don't even know.
I have a better question. Who gave this to the guard?
Inside man? Bribe? Paid? Who knows? It could be something so simple. Hell, it's a paper note. They could have just done it as a favor.
Yes, but this note implies that something has already been done. We just have to wait to get out. Expect help when you need it most. A price paid for a little love's help. This has already been done. Someone is already doing something. Maybe this is,
But what does it entail? This gives nothing. Zero information.
yes, this is just a Hail Mary on a note. This could be a red herring. But you say that we have nothing, but if we have this, we have something, don't we?
You do still have about an hour until lights out if you want to go anywhere, or if you want to discuss with Marcus at all as well. You did say you could find him before lights out if need be.
All right. I know Marlon doesn't like him, so I'll go talk to Marcus.
Marlon, you you're walking to the bars, and the guard walks over. What do you need?
I would like to speak to Marcus, the one who visited me earlier.
It looks like a clipboard. All right, yep. He opens the cell. Both of you or just you?
I look at Marlon.
Do you want to come with?
As much as I don't like the fucker, might as well maybe of use.
Alright, then let's go. He will close your cell behind you, he locks your cell, and then begins to escort you both in the hallway. You see there about it's like two rotations of twos. Like guards walk from opposite ends of the cells, meet in the middle, and then cross and walk back the opposite ways again, but on both halves of the room, or of the long walkway. You get to about 10 or so cells down until you get to Marcus's cell, which you enter. Marcus is in a cell alone currently, actually. It's still a bunk cell, but he's there alone right now.
What are you doing?
He's just sitting on the bed, laying down. I guess not laying down on the bed, looking up the top bunk, reading right now.
They have you in a cell all
Do,
by
do, do.
yourself, I think.
Weber, visitor. And as you say, as he goes, thanks. And as you walk in, he waits for the guard to walk and goes, "Hey, I don't know. They just never gave me a bunk, mate. They said I was assigned a solo cell. Requested by the people that sent me in here because I'm like a domestic terrorist, and they didn't want me to convert anyone to my ways over long, prolonged conversations."
Real quick. I guess I was the one that sent him here. What did he do?
Weber, you didn't send over here.
He was one of the thieves.
Weber's one of the
He was
thief
one
teams.
He was one of the gallery thieves.
Oh, right. I might be thinking of something else.
Yeah, but what are you two doing here exactly? We only got 10 minutes, so let's keep it brief.
West Wing. What do you know about it?
West Wing over to prison.
The clinic.
I mean, I know the doctor. That's about it. I overheard Dr. Pedalescu talking about the Doctor in the West Wing. He didn't like him too much, but beyond that, I don't know anything else about the West Wing.
Do you know what a little does help means? Have you heard of that before?
No, can't say I have.
Alright, let's keep it quick then. I spoke with the broker.
Alright.
The Honorsworth are under investigation, and Cosmina cannot be contacted right now.
The Honorsworth, that doesn't line up with the cultural word at all. Wouldn't they want? Hang on. Because Mina, that's the daughter. You know the daughter of the Honorsworth family. Sorry, continue. Brief.
It is hard to explain why we know each other, but to keep it simple, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We have reason to believe that our friends Alexei and... Oh my goodness.
Jaleel.
No, I just fucking belched like crazy. That would have been a wild mic. Anyways, there we go. Alexei and Jaleel, we came on with them when we were at the clinic, but since then we have not seen them. And this broker has 0 traces on them.
They split you up like they split up me and my boys. It all makes sense. But why didn't they send him to Stoneglass? They sent my boy to Stoneglass. Why didn't they send your boy to Stoneglass?
They didn't. We know they didn't. The broker would have known better. He already knew all of this immediately, without searching.
Alright. So...
That being said... Did we tell him, Marlon? We open him up to the missing persons conspiracy?
Well, I gotta think about that part. You know what? Yes. Because I have an idea.
I will let
reveal
you
after.
that because it is your field.
Because he said there, he was the only person with his crew that was in here.
Yep, he said that they didn't catch Kurt, but he was sent here, and Josiah was sent to Stoneglass.
No, then there would be no point in telling him then.
Not much the Stoneglass thing with alive. But I don't know. Damn.
Alright, so you want to get out of here then? Find your friends in the West Wing.
First and foremost, I want to know what your plan to get out of here entails.
The spark in his eye that had been diminishing over the past day and a half begins to come back. I thought you'd never ask. Alright.
Calm.
Oh, you gave him the fever.
Okay, I'll calm down. Right. So?
He's like mid Super Saiyan transformation.
What I was thinking, or what I was planning rather, this is not just a thought there's only one way in and one way out of the penitentiary, and it's the Sky Bridge, right? We all know this, we all seen it, correct?
Enough times.
The only thing you need, or that you have to get across the Sky Bridge, is just a generic badge with an ID they can scan in a little window, and a reasonable enough disguise to get past the doors. We just need, scroll down quick. We need uniforms, a badge, and then some tools to help us navigate through the ventilation shafts, because most of this place, from what I've analysed and what I've read, has a very interconnected air filtration system. Large ducts that run across the majority of this entire place can be used to navigate almost all of it from above. We get the right tools, we can get through the vents, that'll lead us right through the entirety of the penitentiary, up to the Sky Bridge checkpoint where we drop down, badge our way out across the bridge, badge our way back into the clinic. And once we're out those main doors, I'll have credit with an information broker that'll help us go into hiding for a bit and get in touch with Kurt to plan the next steps. Disguise are easy though. Disguise you can either get in laundry or Well, I guess mainly just laundry. I think about it. I don't really have any other ways, but easy enough. The guards wash the clothes in the same room we wash our clothes. The only difference is the laundry basket they use to do it to move them out. It's just a simple sleight of hand, moving a bunch of guard clothing into the prisoner basket and take them to our room. And we do that by, and this is the important part, about 3 times a week, people here, prisoners or residents, we call them, are selected for custodian duty to do a bit more lenient chores around the penitentiary. You know, mopping floors, cleaning windows, moving laundry. You see? We get some slots in for those work time custodian slots, split up or work together to get uniforms and badges and some tools and stuff. And then from there, we wait for a prime opportunity when the guards are low. We're doing a shift change. We slip out of the cells, find a room, access to a duct, climb up the ducts to the exit, and it's free hop, skip, and a jump out back into the clinic where we'll have plenty of time to get away before the alarms go off.
And do you think we'll have enough time for 3 bodies to do this?
Absolutely. You see how much time we've got between, dinner and lights out? Almost a full 5 hours between dinner and lights out. And if we need more time, we've got free period for 2 hours, which we're going to be in the yard for that. But if you ask to just stop by your bunk, I'm sure that you do that between free period and lunch. We've got about almost 5 full hours of gaps of time to do what we need to do. Oh, don't forget bunk time. In bunk time, you can make phone calls. I mean, it's only for phone calls and other small menial tasks, but you see what I mean? There's gaps and openings. Enough time in a day to get this done.
Dwayne, well, there will be flaws to this plan, but it's something. Mind you, why haven't you gone through with this yet?
I told you, everyone believes I'm some sort of domestic terrorist. Whenever I try to talk to people, they assume I'm either crazy or trying to get them in deeper trouble. And they're all trying to leave the penitentiary, so...
Why haven't you done this on your own?
I can do nothing alone. I'm just a librarian. All I can do is think. Yeah, I'm good at thinking, but I'm not very physically capable, and I lack a lot of other skills. And also, I didn't really trust anyone else to talk to about this until I heard about the newcomers that showed up, being you two, or I guess you 3.
How much time do we have left?
After all this, I'd say about this time actually you hear a doom 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 doom. Alright, time's up.
We'll be in touch tomorrow.
Yeah. Alright, we'll see you lads at breakfast. Thanks for checking in on me. My neck is a lot better actually, so thanks for checking in, Doc. He kind of patted the shoulder, Yuri.
Of course.
And I appreciate the advice, Marlon. You know a lot more about how getting in physical shape than I do, so thank you. He sits back down in his bunk and picks up his magazine again, and you two are led back to your cell. If you wish to sleep, there's only about less than an hour left before lights out officially. You want to go to bed early.
I do have a second idea, Yuri. A backup, per se. If I'm thinking backstory correctly. This. God, what? Why is it broken like that? That's
What happened?
horrible.
The sheet's broken up. Sorry. That's my fault. I'm trying to clean them up slowly, but they're not perfect yet.
When I going through the whole process, getting the information about trying to find Vincent and all that, if I remember correctly, I was I also talked to Norman's wife, girlfriend, Mrs. whatever,
Yeah, Elizabeth.
because she knew that he was on the same path to find Vincent, but heard nothing from him.
Yes.
I have
Yes.
an idea. In case we saw, or well, this is Marlon talking to you at this rate. But perhaps if we can't ourselves get into the West Wing and uncover the truth, maybe the public can possibly stir something that they'd have to open up and just deny the claims that there's something underneath the West Wing, something connected.
And how?
Riots. People wanting information.
Alright. I wonder when our expected help will happen.
Shit. Who the hell knows? A
Alright.
week, 2 weeks, a month from now, a year from now?
That is ridiculous. You're realistic. They wouldn't have given us the note so soon.
But it seems like they're determining when our help is needed most.
Yes, but it's in the context that we are within prison. And to be honest with you, I don't think within 2 weeks we'll be alive if we don't find a way out.
Us, we need to sleep on everything.
Yes. I'm so tired suddenly. I am going to...
I roll onto the bed and pass out.
Damn!
Old man
Alright,
power
not
was
bunk for
crazy.
me.
hanging from the ceiling.
You thought vampire
Night
god.
goes by. You wake up. Shut up. You wake up early in the morning, 7 for breakfast. Same thing as usual. Block B, breakfast. You are led back into the dining room. Mark Weber is sitting at your table again, eating his food, trying to not look too conspicuous, like how he usually looks back and forth to you guys. But he does shoot, scoot down every once in a while as he eats. Shoot, scoot down some more.
Dog, I'm just gonna sit in front of him at this rate. The guards know that we've already been talking.
He's a librarian. He's not. This is.
I sit in front of him and I just stop what you're doing.
I'm sorry.
Just act natural.
Right.
Don't even think that whatever you're thinking is suspicious, and all will be fine.
Yep.
Now, let's talk normally. Don't look around. Either look at myself or Yuri.
He's like sweating right now. He's like sweating right now. Mm-hmm. Normal.
Smile like you have been doing. Don't give them a reason to look at you. Otherwise, I'm going to beat your ass right here and right now.
I know you haven't seen much Gachiakuta, Jay, but he hits you with the Gachiakuta smile, and I'm gonna put it in.
What the fuck is that?
I'm gonna put it in. When you say smile naturally, he hits you with this right here. If you look at the chat, look at the chat.
Gets up and walks away.
Is that?
It's from Gachi.
Gets up and walks away.
It's from Gachi. It's from he stops smiling. He stops smiling. He goes, "You told me to smile."
When you can fix your attitude.
Oh, I rolled to see how naturally he can act. He rolled a 32. He looks to you, He looks at you, Yuri, and goes, "All right, call him back. I think I've got it this time." He looks at you with the. He's smiling again. This one better. It's with that. He's looking at you that like that, Yuri.
I need to fully watch this show.
I don't. I'm just a doctor.
I'm sorry. I'm just nervous now that we're actually doing this. I'm just really nervous is all.
Warlord will eventually come back because he would have acted like he's just getting extra food.
Yeah, he stopped smiling. He's like straight facing now, trying to look, I guess, neutral at this point. Sorry.
Let's try this again. We are mere acquaintances, and we are just having a simple conversation. Understood?
Right.
Now, let's go over this plan.
Right. Today, there'll be an opening for residents to do work around the penitentiary. We already... Sorry, I changed the song. We already missed the early morning one. It's from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. just before breakfast. The next opening is 12 to 2. It would mean we have to miss end of free period and most of lunch. And then we've got 7 to 9 p.m., which might be our best bet.
You're saying to do everything in that time frame?
No, but I'm saying those are our time slots we've got overall. But the one where there'll be at least more people paying attention to us will be the dinner slot, because both the guards and the other residents will be eating dinner at the same time between 7 and 9. I mean, we'll be in their bunks between 7 and 9, so most guards will be on patrol and not just watching around generic areas. But I think if we try and book ourselves for both 12 to 2 and 7 to 9, it'll give us 4 hours of time beyond the dinner, the post-dinner time lights out period we might get.
Let's put the timing aside. Let's think about our objectives first. Uniforms and badges are our two most important items on the table.
Right.
Let's start from there. First off, uniforms, laundry.
Easy enough to get that one when you're just doing. You can do that one during the first shift we got. If someone's in there just collecting laundry for both guards and prisoners, all they gotta do is actually mix up some of the uniforms. That's easy enough to do. The guards are in the room, but they don't watch too carefully at the laundry because, I mean, they don't assume anyone's gonna try and mix up laundry because most people will get caught, which is why we have to, whatever day we choose to do all this, actually the day we get out as well. They'll come looking for missing uniforms across all the bunks. The warden might be a very nice and respectable guy, but he means business. If any uniforms go missing, he'll be looking for them instantaneously through all the cell blocks and all the cells.
The uniforms last.
It might be in our best intention to get uniforms last, but badges too. That's even bigger than a uniform. A uniform going mission is one thing, because guards get their fresh uniforms at the end of every day. They get their badges, or badges get checked during every period that they're off shift. So if any badges are missing, that's the biggest problem. So badges should be last. Uniforms can be whenever, but they need to be, if we're not going to use them, need to be put back before lights out when they check for uniforms again. But badges need to be done last because they'll be looking for badges constantly.
What else was we gonna get? What is the plan in order to get? Not just one, not two, but three well, not even three, but 4 badges, assuming Drew is sitting here next to us.
Hello.
Shut up.
My fault. Are they on mobile? I'm tagging real quick. He better show up here late as hell. Be like, what the fuck going on here, y'all?
He's been on mobile.
I didn't know that. Anyways, alright, well, this is a both tricky and easy solution for this, you see. Spare badges can be found inside the guard room. Whenever guards aren't on shift in the penitentiary, they leave their badges in their lockers. But the thing is, they do allow residents on custodian duty to clean up the guard rooms too. But if you're going to try and steal 4 badges, you have to be very quick and very quiet, because in the guard room, of course, will be not only you, or the guards watching you while you're doing your work, but other guards off duty at the current time or on break. That's the only place to get spare badges. But luckily the locker rooms are separate. I've been in them myself to clean up. It's the main room for the guards and then a side locker room.
Question. Game.
Yeah.
So, as Marlon past PSO, has it looked like I have known any of the guards here?
I would say probably not. Most guards that are here aren't typically associated with being public safety officers or officials, mainly because those jobs can entail being beyond being a PSO, unless you're like strictly specialized for, security roles. Most PSOs are universal workers. They work as both security, fire rescue, emergency first responders for like first aid. They only specialize for they only have specialized groups for very intensive moments. Like, even you as Marlon, you would have been a security specialist as Marlon. You would not have been trained to do fire rescue or anything beyond, the basics of field bandaging for, like, scrapes, cuts, and possibly getting shot. Most PSOs you guys have encountered are a mixture of security, fire, and, like, first aid combined. So most people here you not recognize because they probably are strictly security. And while you were all strictly security, there aren't, like, you don't have, like, a whole... There's maybe like 1 or 2 security specialists per PSO branch in a part of the city. The rest of them are just universal. So you can see most of the ones here that are security focused have all went straight from security training into being prison guards immediately. Like, there was no middle ground for most of them. I will roll to see if there's a possibility if you maybe knowing one of them like in like your last years. All right, roll me D100 and say higher or lower.
The button. Fuck. That's a very middle number there.
Yep.
Lower.
I will say you might have seen perhaps one guy that was not working with you, but you were on a job with at one point in time to handle like a robbery at one point in time. Like, you weren't like, you didn't talk to them that much. It's more like a, hey, get robbery, handle the robbery, good job. I'll send my paperwork over to you when I'm done with it. That kind of in passing. And now you're seeing him here working as like a security officer for the prison, guard for the prison.
Okay. I have plans in motion, ideas one could not comprehend, but they were never. Okay. So badges, one will have to be a custodian and get into the guard break room, basically.
Yeah.
The off-duty room. And stack 4 badges.
As long as you pick the guards that are clocked out or heading home, they should be no problem. They won't look at those badges again for the next morning. We'll need like basic tools like a pry bar or something like that as well though, which is easy enough to get from like a storage room. And then I don't know if you all have personal belongings you want to retrieve, but if you all want to do that, you got to find your personal stuff too.
Oh, I do want my cigars back, huh?
Roll me a D100, please.
Why?
It's the random percentile roll per chapter. Every chapter gets a random percentile roll. 33. Alright.
Oh, okay.
Alright, that's all. Thank you.
Just can't ask for a random D100 roll out of nowhere. That's illegal.
There we go. No, there we go. I take the right time. So, I think the best plan should be during the 12 to 2 opening, 2 of us do laundry, get the uniforms, drop off the fresh clothing and linen, do our own bunks, and mix the uniforms into there. And then, during the 7 to 9 one, 2 people go to the guard room, get the badges, and right around when lights out is going to happen, we make our move.
by looking at this, the four of us, other than myself, because I know I would not fit this, who looks the most dexterous?
Let's check. I will say you can definitely rule out Marcus. He looks dexterous, but not more so. I'd say probably Drew. Actually, I think it's Drew.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh, Drew. Actually, I don't think it's Drew or Yuri. Ironically enough, they're roughly tied, but Yuri has Drew beat by a little bit.
Okay. Because what? Okay. Uh, here's what I suggest. Well, shit. I need to. No one. Okay. Myself, Drew, we will handle the custodian work and badges. Since we will be around the security guards, I can possibly draw their attention. I should be able to chat things up with them as a former PSO, possibly think that something that at least draw their attention from Drew while he snags the badges. Meanwhile, you two will handle the
Uniforms?
the uniforms.
Right. Okay. And then getting the tools should be easy. Usually we go into one of the storage rooms, we grab our mops and stuff, so honestly, while you two are getting badges, Yuri could go to the storage room and get like some of the extra tools or something. Like maybe just a pry bar or a screwdriver or a wrench, something we can use.
Marlon's kind of just thinking, trying to think about any potential flaws or anything that we need to take into account.
Is that alright with you, Yuri?
I can do my best.
The only thing that's uncertain is Warden Elijah. He's a very, again, respectful but efficient man. Most guard rotations are made the day of, so I can never get a good read on who's coming in, or when they're coming in, or why they're coming in, or where they're going. All I know is that the two most important times for guards are lunch and dinner. It's when they're out in force the most, which when it's most easy to get into those rooms without getting detected as often. So if someone, Yuri, if you could locate what the tools are, and then get them prepped to be moved, and then during the bunk time or during the bunk time before dinner, make your way to them and hide them in your room on the way to dinner. That might work too. Don't move them, find them, but don't move them until everyone's going to dinner when people are less focused on where we're all going. You know. I think that might work.
Alright.
That's all I've got for now. That's my entire plan and all my brainstorming, to be honest. I never had anyone to really... I never really had anyone to bounce ideas off of, so... If we're doing this, we've got to do it soon, because, if your friend said that, well... If... I'm to believe that we're both in the same boat of being screwed, they're going to make sure they let you know you're screwed sometime soon. And they'll lock you...
Real quick.
Yeah.
Just because I don't remember, the Sky Bridge, what is that like?
It is a straight bridge that has two double doors on either side and glass along the left and right. It's just a sky bridge. Left and right is glass, and other than that, it's just a bridge that connects the penitentiary to the clinic. And it goes above a small courtyard, about 50 or so yards below.
And then that bridge is used to just leave.
Yep, it is the only way to get in or out of the penitentiary. And there's a checkpoint on both ends that has a badge scanner and a window for the checkpoint guards to look at your face.
Yeah, that's the part where I was also going to get to. Because there's no way this badge thing just works like that. It's not as simple as just, oh yeah, I have a badge, walk the fuck through.
You know, they don't. Obviously, there's no scanners, so you put the badge through like a, essentially like those bank teller slits. You put the badge in there. They look at the badge, and they look at your face, and then they let you go through the door.
What I gotta look at my face for?
However, this is the important caveat. That's only for getting. That's only for mainly getting in to these places. Getting out, you could. I guess no. I was wrong. I'm wrong. But it is for both sides. I think about it.
Yeah. It's probably more important going out.
Precisely. I will try that small caveat. It is double sided. That is the only. That right there is the only major crux in the plan. Is the sky bridge part. There's a lot of other factors that could go wrong, like people just messing up in the individual. But the part where things need to go the smoothest, or we need to have an actual game plan beyond any of this, would be that sky bridge part. You can presume.
You know, they can't verify us as prisoners if they have no record of us. Right.
It's possible. I cannot verify anything as a DM, of course, but it's definitely possible.
Were there like mug shots or anything taken of us?
Nope. They just have files of you guys. And the only person you saw that had files of you was the warden and Dr. Pedaleski. Were the only two you saw that had files of you.
No, there's this couldn't work. One, because it's too easy. Two, because this is a game.
Well.
So what? Me and Drew, Custodian, Yuri, Weber, Laundry. Do the guards sound like they use any sort of like specific terminology in order to like get certain gates and stuff open or anything like that?
They do not. It is very much. It feels very bureaucratic. It is. They don't say words or say passphrases. It is badge face. If I don't recognize either of them, you don't get through. Beyond that, they just chat like normal people, and they'll just walk up to you and tell you time for lunch, time for dinner. They don't say like there's no code words that you've heard in passing. They're very direct.
Some knives and start carving off people's faces because there's just no way. I would say Weber is a liability. He's been here long enough for all of the guards to know his face. Wow. There's so many gaps in this.
Mm-hmm. It's a librarian's plan to escape a prison. He's telling people for the first time. If we get caught, though, just a heads up, there won't be a second chance. They might have shut down the solitary confinement wing, but they can still lock you in a cell by yourself, and they can still make sure you do everything under intense lock and key.
Oh, trust me.
No.
Worse than solitary confinement.
I think, yeah.
That's what will happen.
I think if we get caught trying to do this, we're going straight to stone glass, to be honest. Usually when you come to the penitentiary, you're trying to get back into the civilized world at some point in time. But trying to get back there forcefully is not really the way they intend it. I don't know. But we've got to do something. I've got to get my story out there, because if I can get my story out there, I can put more eyes on all this shit. And then, with more eyes on all this conspiracy stuff going on, it hopefully will give you all some leeway to keep fighting a good fight, stop this culture war.
Did you just say stop a culture war? What
He
culture
he
war?
believes this whole thing is a conspiracy to start a culture war between Eremos and Gaspillage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he believes
He's genuinely loopy.
because you guys didn't tell what you guys were here for. He believes that it's all a conspiracy for the culture war, and that you guys being nabbed for being a part of the gallery theft stuff means they've got more people involved in the culture war conspiracy. Well, it's about time for us to hit the showers between now and the bunks. But after free period, I'll put a word in for you with one of the guards. They like me enough to help me get at least 2 slots for you and your friend Drew for custodian work, and to get you a spot, Yuri, for custodian work too, to get the tools found out. And I'll try to think of a plan for us getting through the doors of the bridge. I'm thinking about that part, actually.
How are we getting our belongings?
Do you know where they are?
But I'm asking you for a reason.
You're asking me as Gabe, or you're asking Marcus?
What market?
Oh, your belongings. I'm not sure what yours are, but I can look around if you'd like. Well, you all. Yeah, I'll do it during. I'll do that during my bunk period. I'll ask for time to walk around. Oh, well, I guess I'll try to find them during the bunk period, and we can grab everything in one go during our second round as custodians. I'm supposing you all are good at makeup to match the badges we get. Well, I mean, they match the name. Honestly, the most important thing is, whatever uniforms we grab, we need to make sure the badges match the uniforms. Of course, I look for the faces too, but if we can try and conceal our faces even a little bit and use makeup or whatever we can to, I guess, mask to make us look more like them.
Racist ain't happening.
a passing glance, it might work.
Yuri, we are so fucked.
Yeah, I know. That came free with us getting put in this prison.
I mean, wait, my lord, don't some people in this prison don't some people in the penitentiary know who you are, right? I've seen people stand at you every now and again. I think some people here know you. Maybe ask for favours.
It don't work like that, ho. Oh, what's wrong with We're so fucked. Honestly, I don't even know if we go through this anymore.
You should see the other part I'm going through. The other part I'm going through.
You said what?
You should see the other 2 groups are going through.
Honestly, I know Jaleel and fucking Alexi are probably going through worse. But I know Cosmina and fucking Alexi, they're just telling it the fucking
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows.
Oh.
I know it's not perfect, but the longer you stay here, the more likely you are to recognise your faces every now and again, and the more unlikely you are to get out for, I guess, free time. If they start picking up on your habits, then no one thinks you're off of you. I usually keep to myself, so no one really knows me all that much after the first few weeks here when I was a pariah for the events. But I keep to myself rather than recently, so I'm not too known, my habits aren't too known, other than I like to read, but that's about it. The longer you two stay here, the more likely they are to remember you. Especially because of how important your case it looks to be compared to mine. Yeah, what's up?
What is there like any like kind of common demographic of these guards here? For what I'm getting at, is there even remotely a single 6'3" buff black man as a guard here?
Oh, most likely, definitely.
Okay.
It's a mixed bag. You doubt there are any that match elderly man, but
yeah, that's what
a few. Amongst the guard, there are a few that Drew, yourself, and Marcus can pass as, but there aren't many that that Yuri could pass as at all. Most of them are in their like in the age range around the three of you all. You know, at most in their 40s to 50s. Yuri in his 60s. You know, he beyond Ugg status.
Sorry, old man. I'm gonna leave you behind. I'm gonna leave fucking Marcus behind. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna work. There's so many holes.
That's what the players are here for.
Aren't we?
That's what the players are here for.
There are holes that cannot be filled.
You'll find a way. You got intuition. You got gumption.
Gabe, I know how you DM. There's gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel that just gets progressively further and further.
No.
Oh,
further away until it's pitch black again.
No, Jay, it's way worse than that. I leave the door wide open, and as soon as you stumble a single time, the door starts to close.
No, Jay, you got it all wrong.
If
What's actually going to happen is the guards are going to hit us with batons, and they'll also deal acid damage.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm just saying, like, the way I love to DM is I love the consequence of the fire. I don't make it hard at the beginning. I make it worse the more you fail.
You know the reason why I know you already have the outcome for this is because you already gave the plan way too much. We're doomed to fail already.
I've had this plan written down for Marcus since I wrote this chapter.
Because it all sounds way too easy. I mean, sure, roles can screw it up, but no, we are fucked.
Very much. One singular roll would ruin the entire plan.
Exactly. Yuri's dead.
One singular roll could throw everything in jeopardy. It could either echo from you, range from you being caught to you getting jumped by guards in the guard room.
Exactly. That's why I'm going into the guard room, so we can at least have a fighting chance. Maybe.
Oh man. Well, regardless. With you all beginning these planning phases, discussing with Marcus the best way to escape this place, knowing that as soon as you enact this plan, you will have only until the day's end to finish it and to see yourself to freedom, we will end the session here.
Bye.
As you all begin the final stages, the first stages of escaping the Visix Inner City Penitentiary.
There's no way that this